high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Ready? Let's get it. Coming this way. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
39-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Patriots.
Here we go. 98. Right there. 56. Cut.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is good.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Murray off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Ready? 180. Mike's 5-4. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Great. Check.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
39-yard
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
54.
On second down, this is Harris. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Jordan Poyer.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Let's get the ball. 35's the Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard.
He called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. That is incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Patriots 3, Beats nothing.
I smell fear in that offense.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Not today, you are. Not today. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Off play action, Newton. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes...
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
You're not ready. 35's the mic. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Shotgun now from Murray. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Touchdown! Isaiah McKenzie with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Throwing on 2nd down, Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Over the middle to Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Crunch time, defense. 35.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, He's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
35's the mic.
To throw is Murray. And he rifles one incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Watch the screen.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
and the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Flushed out right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got.
And that's caught inside the 35. And touchdown! DK Metcalf, 88 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. So he missed his first two, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead.
The score beats 19. Patriots 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Got a man open. That's Harry. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
1st down, New England.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We got three.
Newton. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Check. Watch 54. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
On 1st down, Newton. Catch is made by Harry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
13 yards. 1st down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Rolling to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Watch that end. Tight end's right.
On 3rd down, Murray escaping the pressure right. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 30-yard play on third. Singletary here running out of the gun. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're...
And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
They'll run on first down with Singletary, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Hey, let's get that ball.
They go right back to Singletary. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, we got 3 down.
From the gun, Murray. The open man is Smith. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
Watch the safety creep.
1st down, Murray. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short.
It's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They give it off here to the tight end. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton over the middle. That's caught by Harry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Ready, 56, right there, 56. Here we go, D, get off the field. 56.
Now Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. He struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just winning.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. A.J. Epinesa. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
It's our time. 41, Mike. 41.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey, check 25.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And they'll send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over.
at their own 49-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Dancing to his left. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score, beats 33.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go. Your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Come on now, let's go.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
35's the mic.
I want that.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Murray from midfield. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
This will be taken at the 10.
All day, baby, all day.
Welcome to the NFL, baby.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll throw right away. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for New England. 42 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
5 at the 31-yard line.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 56.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A.J. Epinesa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They fake the give. Newton. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's not going to get me.
Singletary again. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
It's going to be a long day. Mike 35.
Murray to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Pats at the line ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up.